Hello guys, this is Gaurav Madan, and in this tutorial I'll be telling you how to make a good presentation or what are the basic elements of a good story. Moving on, first of all I would like to tell you that I'm not here to talk about Photoshop or Illustrator. These are advanced tools which probably I'm not capable of teaching you in such a less time. So let's move. First of all, we would like to know about the basics of a presentation. You need to have a heading in every slide you do. Then a footer is required, which I've put it in the form of page number 1 on the right hand side. Moving on, in every slide you make, there has to be a visual representation. Say, if I want to tell you that be you a boy or a girl, making a presentation is not at all hard. And I've done it with the help of, I've represented it with the help of a boy and a girl picture. Moving on, the most important element of storytelling is itself the construction of a story. This is not just a presentation, it's a story. It should have a theme. And if you're able to do that, people are going to remember you for a long time, or you're going to make an impact. Moving on, today's agenda is going to be, first we're going to study the tools, which are going to help us in making presentations. Then we're going to demonstrate them, and then we're going to tell you about the don'ts of a presentation. So let's begin. The first tool or the first resource which I would like to share with you is a resource from Microsoft. Existing templates which Microsoft has pre-designed, which can be used or which can be found in the PowerPoint itself. Second tool which I'll be talking about today is Easel. It is a tool to make infographics, and it's just as simple as drag and drop. Then the third tool which I'll be talking about is Infogr. Again, it's an infographic making tool, but it's all about interactive infographics, one step ahead of Easel. And the last one, and the most powerful one, would be the Canva, making graphics just at the ease of drag and drop and changing colors and whatnot, and making a lot of other stuff too. So let's move to demonstration part. First of all, the resources from Microsoft. You just need to go at the new tab and search for whatever you want to make. Say if you want to make an animated presentation. So let's type animated, and we get a lot. We have a lot of templates here. Say you select this template, try it. We can see the bouncing ball. It's a wonderful template to do an introduction. A good template basically. Second thing which we should do now is move to Easel. So let's move to Easel. As I said, this is a wonderful infographic making tool. What you need to do is go to the website easel.ly, and this is in beta version as of now, but it is a wonderful thing. I haven't found any glitch so far. So you just need to register and start creating. Okay, so I've already registered. Perhaps I'll show you how to make it. So let's start. Everything here is already pre-designed. You just need to put your elements in. Say you want to make a timeline, and just look at this. You just dragged it and put it there, and you're there. You can now edit the text, whatever you want to put it in there. Just that simple. Cool, isn't it? If you want to change a background, it's easy. Just drag and drop. Let's take another thing. Suppose you want to compare two things. Here they've done a comparison of nerds and geeks to show a demonstration. And it's pretty easy, right? And with a lot of other stuffs, you can have objects, you can drag it there and you can have them on your infograph. Then you have shapes which can be put there. You can also upload images, you can produce your own text. And after you have done everything, you just need to save it. And that's it, you're done. Here you go. You can, share it with other people or make it or download it even. I prefer it to download it from here. And it's in high resolution. It's not a problem, right? Moving on to the next tool, we have Infogr, whatever you may call it. So it's basically an interactive tool, interactive infographic tool. Again, you need to register here and you will find a lot of templates which you can start up with. So let's use this design. I won't be explaining you much about Infogr. You can always experiment it. It's pretty much similar to Easel. The only thing is you can, for Excel specifically for finance people, you can make a lot of charts which are interactive here and you can represent it. So you just need to share it or share privately, or share in public. Let's give it a name and view on the web. This is the link of your PPT or your infograph which you can embed in your PPT, and here you can show exactly, you can present it. It looks pretty cool and it's way more impactful, pretty impactful. So moving on to the third tool and the last, it's Canva. It's again in beta version. What you need to do is, suppose you want to make a PPT or a Christmas card or a document or blog graphic or whatever. They've given you a lot of options are available. So to demonstrate, I'll take a presentation. I've already made few and it's the tool which I love the most. Pretty amazing tool. You have all the templates available with you. Again, the drag and drop funder works here pretty well. Phenomenal, I mean, really cool stuff. Just drag it and you're done. You can have your images here, whatever you can. Then you have backgrounds and everything is customizable. Say you want to change the background color, pretty easy. You can have it the way you want it. Then all the layouts are there, and even you can have a lot of things like banners or lines or speech bubbles are there, frames for your images for making a collage, infographic elements. Wonderful. Say thank you slide, or you want to make it for your Facebook page saying that thank you for liking us and achieving a milestone. Pretty amazing, right? So the only problem which I find with Canva is that whenever you publish, you can only publish it in the form of an image or a PDF. But given the fact, if you have a PDF editor like Nitro, it's pretty easy to edit and make it to your own. Or otherwise, what you can do is you can make wonderful graphics here, and you just need to take a screenshot and put it wherever you wish. That's how simple it is. Moving on, now I would be telling you about the don'ts of the presentations. You should never ever overload a presentation or a slide with information, because the user gets distracted, he gets disturbed, the audience loses their interest in your PPT. You should always use the .png images with backgrounds removed. There's a very beautiful tool, very good tool through which you can do this. So let's try the tool. Here you are. This is clippingmagic.com. I have all the notes embedded in the PPT, which you can download from the given link in the video itself. So let's see. This was the image which I tried to edit, and I'll show you how I did it. So let's clear it as of now. Okay. So I am not seeing an option to clear it. I'm sorry. Okay, it's cleared. So you can see this is an image with a background, and we don't want this white background color. We just want the foreground image. As this was not available in PNG format, so we should remove it. What you want to have, you put a green dot on that, and what you want to remove, you put a red dot on that. You can see it in the preview. It's pretty easy. And that's all. You're done. You can download your image here. It will generate a result, and there you have it, your image, which you can easily use. So from a image which wasn't in the PNG format with the background involved, now you have an image, a PNG format with background removed. This is pretty important, because if you use a JPEG image, it will never blend with the background of the slide you have. Then what you need to do is represent differences graphically or with visuals, as I earlier showed it in the infographic when we were comparing nerds and geeks. That's the kind of difference you want to show, because a lot of tough times there are differences to represent in a website, in a slide, and we happen to represent it with the help of pointers or a table, which is not that great. So the last and the most important thing for me is you have to understand, you first select the template and then the presentation. You never do the opposite. It's not the presentation first and then you're selecting the template and adjusting your presentation according to it. Always be thematic. Always formulate an image, what you want to actually do in the presentation. How do you want to make the storyline? And then, as I said, if you're using pointers, it's not very attractive. It's not very great. So if I have to say this point, do not overload a presentation or slide with information, I can say it in this way. Do not overload your slide or presentation with information. That is too much difficult to understand for the audience. Always represent the differences in an infographic format. Well guys, if you have any kind of questions, you're always welcome to comment and ask me. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank you. And if you find anything valuable, do like this video and subscribe to my channel for further updates. Thank you.